Time for another video. Yeah, you got, some tethers, non-FBA tethers talking about FBA is more closer akin to white supremacists and white European and all that stuff. And that's true. That's part of our ethnogenesis, man. Like, you try to sit up here and think that's some kind of shame against us. Yeah, we've been close to the white European, man. We picked up some of his ways. I'm not talking about the ways of oppression and moral destitute ways. I'm talking about thinking, being technological. We've picked up that. We've had some of that, and we added to it. That's part of us, man. We're a different ethno group, man. We don't think like an African or like some foreigner or some third or second world immigrant. That's what y'all getting from us. Y'all say y'all act like white people. That's the ethnogenesis, man. We're like a fusion of everything in America, man. We spent the most time directly under white Euro rule, man. Why wouldn't we have why wouldn't we be able to build like him? You see what I'm saying? We have access to that knowledge. It ain't that, we couldn't build on our own. We just got access to the knowledge, man. We've been reared in it, educated in it, and we know how to pave roads. That's why we wouldn't be having dirt roads like y'all do over there in Africa and in the Caribbean. That's why we can build places like Tulsa, whole cities, and it look just as good as white people's cities or better. That's why we can do these things. That's what makes us unique. That's not a shameful thing to get knowledge, no matter if it comes from Europeans. We got knowledge and we add our own spin to it. We're a different kind of people, man. That's what makes us unique. And that's why white people, they like to keep us down. They know we got this from them, this mindset, this scientific kind of mindset. This, we can do anything and we put our mind to a mindset. A lot of you Africans and others from the diaspora, man, y'all don't have this mindset. Now, maybe over there in Europe y'all do, because a lot of you black people been living among those white people for a long time. Y'all have somewhat of an ethnogenesis, depending on how long y'all been over there from Africa and from the Caribbean. Y'all different in that regard. Black European, who people been there in Europe for centuries or for decades, y'all different. Even y'all are different from people in Africa. That's why you don't want to go back. That's what happens. Caribbeans, Africans, when y'all come to America, y'all slowly but surely start adopting black FBA culture. Y'all start fusing in with us. That's why it took us a long time to figure out what y'all was doing to us. And yeah, we delineate because we must. Because see, y'all come over here and y'all talk about us as thinking like the white man. No, y'all come over here and y'all see that this just the way it is, man. You're gonna eventually start thinking in a somewhat Eurocentric kind of mindset, which is really not Eurocentric, it's American-centric. And it's not just white people who've came up with this, who've kind of like fused this kind of cultural thing between our groups, man. It's like everybody contribute, except black people. And you can say black and white people contribute the most. And all you others, y'all don't really contribute. Y'all just assimilate. And y'all bring your own cultures over here. That's not assimilation. That's not contribution. Bringing a part of your home from a third world country over here, that's not the same thing. It's contributing to the American cultural evolution, man. Y'all not really evolving anything. That's why y'all wave those foreign flags and all that stuff. Y'all not trying to assimilate properly. So y'all got the wrong idea about America. But yeah, we're gonna have FBA, we're gonna think a certain way. And you can say we thinking like the oppressors. Not really, not the moral aspect, but yeah, you want to say we scientific. we educated, we think about business and prosperity for our group in particular. Yeah, there's no shame in that. Why should we care about what y'all think? Y'all don't care about what we think. When y'all make decisions, all that is guilt tripping, trying to shame somebody. That stuff ain't gonna work no more. It doesn't work no more. Like I said, the majority of FBA, we don't feel nothing for you when y'all say that stuff. Nobody's teared, no tears in our eyes, no empathy, man. Empathy is a relative thing. Empathy is based on your own perceptions of yourself. We don't value walking on dirt roads and all this stuff, living substandard. That's why it's harder for us to empathize with you and empathize with what y'all talking about. And without empathy, it's really not no moral. We have no moral. Like, morality is not going to stand in our way with this delineation, is what I'm saying. In order to have because morality is relative as well. Empathy is relative to your own experiences, and morality is relative to how much empathy you have. If you don't have it, you're not going to feel it. And y'all can sit up here and try to shame all you want, man. You're just going to dig a ditch for yourself. It's going to be commonplace. We just ain't going to care no more about y'all. We're going to make decisions. It's just going to flat out hurt you for our benefit, to be continued.